Okay, hello everyone. We're here live for the Brawlball monthly of February in NA. I am here with Expired from Brawl
Hello.
League. Welcome.
This is not something I'm normally used to doing, but I'm very excited to be here, so thank you for having me. I have not seen Brawlball in a long time. It's been a long time since I've ever seen Brawlball, let alone casted a Brawlball match, but I already know for a fact that you've got some really good games lined up for me today, so I'm really excited.
Yes, there's a lot happening today. Very good teams already waiting to play.
Yes, I can see them
So
in the lobby.
today we have $100 on the line for the top two players. $39 for the $39 for the second place, and $60 for the first place.
Yeah,
Sponsored by BMG, of course.
yes, shout outs to BMG for all of what they do for the community in terms of funding. It's amazing to see a team of devs that actually fund community events and still, I'd say also, fund events like Brawlball, where it's a lot smaller, but there's such a dedicated community, and it's really nice to see it that they focus on it in some points as well.
Yes. All right then.
I was gonna say, why don't you tell me a little bit about these two teams you've got coming up? Because I'm the new guy here. I do see one name I recognize. Actually, I see two names I recognize. One from either team, which is Whitetown and also Golden Boy. So I'm excited to
Yes.
hear what you have to say.
We have Golden Boy, Sumoras, also called Marshy, and V in the game, but probably more known as Candy, who
Okay.
are going to be playing on the red team. They're very good people on the PR rankings. Candy has been on the top for a while, not been playing as much lately,
Mm-hmm.
but definitely a very good player. Same with Golden Boy.
Yeah, okay. And so they're also, well, from what I can see, against Anti-Jedi, Whitetown, and Power Pow. So why don't you tell me a little bit about those? Whitetown, obviously a name I recognize from a while ago, but I've not heard of Anti-Jedi or Power Pow at all.
Yes, Pow Pow and Anti-Jedi are the original teammates of Candy.
Oh,
Who have-
okay. A little bit of rivalry here then, maybe.
Yes, while Candy has kind of not been playing as much lately, Pow Pow and Anti-Jedi have remained on the top actually. They've been
That
playing
is
very
actually cool to
well.
hear.
Anti-Jedi is a very good runner, and Pow Pow just a good support and good defender as a whole.
Yeah, so obviously seeing the teams, we were talking a little bit earlier, you were bringing me back up to scratch with some things I may have missed out on. Obviously still running with the idea of a runner, a support, and a defender. I'm assuming, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, it looks like Samores and Anti-Jedi, both on Lucian, are going to be the runners for their teams, running as high speed as possible. Now, you get to tell me if I'm wrong here, because those are the easiest options, right? I remember the old like Lucian pick being very common. I'm assuming Bubblegum from V is gonna be the defender for that team, and then maybe Bryn or Ivor for the blue team. Or am I wrong there?
Ivor, you might be right. I am not too sure about Pow Pow here. He might be playing defense, he might be playing support, but I think on the blue team we're gonna see Pow Pow on the support and Whitetown on the defense with the scythe being able to grab people away from the center. And
That makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah, all right. I mean, I'm very excited to see what they get up to in a match. As I said, haven't seen Pro Bowl in a long time. I really enjoyed playing it during the ranked rotation that came out. I think that was the first ranked rotation they did, and so I'm excited to see how the game has developed massively. Obviously, going to the Brawlball Arena as that is the only legal map for you guys. You informed me of that, which makes sense. Battle Pass 3 map is a little bit odd, and I'm sure it's very uneven,
Yes.
or just a little bit unfair, maybe. So yeah, Brawl starting in the middle, and Anti-Jedi picking up, immediately running over to the red goal, hovering around, waiting for that opening, being given by Pow Pow.
Really good support there. That side light and end light and end sig works really well. Good light attack to get spacing, and then the end sig to hit people away.
Yeah. Immediately though, red team getting a good push into their goal, into the blue goal, not getting anything off of it. Brawl dropping into the middle, being picked back up by Anti-Jedi. They're really not able to get the ball off of him right now as they start getting over to that red goal, waiting. However, Samara's getting the ball out of Anti-Jedi's hands, but it's not enough as they move it further into the goal. Down goes Pow Pow, and ball back in Samara's hands as they move back over. They're literally just going back and forth right now.
Yeah, a lot of both teams good on defense, doing a lot of work to prevent the runner from scoring. What a great combo there, though.
Yeah, so what I saw there was obviously Anti-Jedi grabbing the ball and getting it down, but his teammates really just shoving them out of the goal from the top.
Yeah.
Which really well executed as the ball goes back onto the blue side, but Anti-Jedi just tosses it over and it's already sat in the red goal as Samaras grabs it, throws it far over, but it's a long shot that doesn't get grabbed by anyone and resets back into the middle. Anti-Jedi having the ball again, sending it back over. He's really good at those over tosses, I'm noticing.
Yeah, that's one thing that you're gonna get used to in Brawlball, and blue team, red team running away with a quick score there, catching the blue team off guard.
Yeah, red team were able to get that nice and clean into that into blue's goal, trying to even up the points, but Anti-Jedi getting a really fast goal there with the assistance of Whitetown to really clear up the goal and make it so they couldn't really do anything about it.
Yeah, teamwork there is essential. You have to kind of have every player focus on one player or one task. So if two or more players are attacking either the support or the runner, you can easily get scored on them.
Yeah, I'm definitely noticing that there is a very nice amount of synergy coming out, and I'm pretty sure Pow just blocked the weapon toss there to make sure that Anti-Jedi could keep the ball in hand. Anti-Jedi going in immediately far, not getting the ball off of the red team right now, but as I say that he does, that is, you know, the way it goes sometimes. Samoras getting the ball back, hovering around that goal, waiting for it to clear out, hoping he can get an Anti-Jedi, getting the steal with the help of his teammates, and they move back over. And there we go! First game goes to the blue team.
Yeah, that was a really good last score.
Yeah, and obviously we can see, going through those replays, just seeing how well they were able to steal away that ball multiple times and take it back over to the red goal without much competition, as Whitetown and Pow really hold off those sort of like everyone from the red team, keeping them away. We are seeing a legend switch coming up here from V, moving over to the Knicks, as well as Golden Boy moving over off of Jiro onto Jala. So, like, tell me a little about that. Why would they swap up those legends in that way, do you think?
I mean, Jala definitely is gonna help more for area denial because of the axe. Like, a lot bigger hitboxes, more round hitboxes is gonna help a lot more.
Immediately seeing that, as they had, like, blue team really brought the ball over and just couldn't get it in the goal, as that sort of Jala, well, axe and light gets it on the throw, barely not making it in time there as they take the first goal.
Yeah. Also, Candy's switch to Nyx is like a comfort pick for Candy, because on the team with Anti-Jedi and Papa, he's been playing Nyx on defense, so that makes sense.
I mean, they are really trying for this goal, and again, Pow getting that such good clear from the end light. That's such a good duo. Whitetown being such a good, like, defender as well, just keeping them off of the blue goal as best as possible. And as I say that, Samaris is waiting just right outside, and with the emote, not enough.
That is one thing that a lot of Brawlball players do there, is using the taunt to stay in the air for longer, to avoid grounded punishes.
Yes, I've been told about that. I also know, if I remember correctly, that if you're in the air, the timer goes up slightly slower.
Yes, that is true.
Pow sent away. Whitetown keeping them off of the ball, though, as Anti-Jedi grabs it again, gets knocked below. Samaris coming back in, dodges the axe, and gets the first goal for the red team on this second match of the set.
Let's see if blue team can close it out, or if red team has what it takes to bring it back.
See, I'd say blue team had such a really strong lead in the first match, and they still have a lead now, and this is the exact same sort of process it went, where it was 2-1 at one point, and now it goes 3-1. 2 more goals needed for Anti-Jedi and his team. But I have a feeling that the Knicks and the Jala are really gonna hopefully help a little bit more in securing these goals, but it really doesn't seem possible, as I was saying, that they're keeping them off the ball a little bit more.
Yeah.
And it's those blasters that are really helping with that. But will it be enough if Anti-Jedi makes it over?
Okay, Sumer's doing a great job there of defending on the 2v1, even with unarmed.
Yeah, definitely, and running in and grabbing that ball as Whitetown was distracted with another part of his team. Anti-Jedi getting the ball and getting it over really fast, but can he make it? He's close. He doesn't, as Samaris grabs it. The neutral signature coming out from Golden Boy just to keep away the blue team. Waiting for an opening right now. Can he get it? There's the down It is just
Oh, no.
sitting there, but oh, that is such a good hold from the blue team. Is it enough? It is!
Triple committing like that is very risky. Like a triple commit where all 3 people go beyond the pillar. Because usually you have the defender stay behind and try to hit through the pillar. It kind of worked out.
I remember. I was gonna say, I remember a lot of Vrax down sig just to sort of pull the team out of the area. But against Samaris, waiting. Can he get anti-Jedi? Gets the ball. And oh, this... Never mind, they're gonna send it bouncing off of the pillar there to try and keep the ball in hand as best as possible. On the pillar, over anti-Jedi having a really good push here, and he gets it!
What a dodge.
That's such a clean dodge that gets them the 2-0 in the first match of the stream tonight. That was awesome to see. But, I think, you know, obviously blue team wins that. But I wouldn't say that red team didn't do better in that second match. They held the ball a lot longer. They were able to keep the ball in hand. And were getting it over to the goal a lot more, but they just weren't able to secure that goal. And it really comes down to Power and Whitetown really solidifying some solid sort of like blocking, I guess. Like blockages, walls, everything in that sort of situation that worked really well for the team to just sort of clear out that goal and get it safe.
Yeah. The switch to the Nyx and the Chola definitely helped a lot.
Definitely. I'm very excited to see them go down into the elimination final and see how they sort of flow in there against whoever makes it to them, which obviously is the winner of this next match. Which I'm seeing 3 Brawl League avatars in the lobby right now. That's I'm interested to see sort of what comes out of here, because again, I don't know the teams too well. You know the teams way better than me. So why don't you give me a little bit of a rundown of the teams consisting of, I'm assuming, Astru, Haichao, and the game is so zoomed out for me. Stylecan. There we go. I can read, I promise.
So here we're looking at 2 EU teams that are going to play in NA. Astru, one of the best runners in EU, same as with Kirito. Heichu, pretty much the best defender in EU. Stylecan, a very good support. One of the best. I wouldn't say the best, but definitely one of the best. Bonobo also trailing just behind Heichu as one of the best defenders in EU. And Klein is good at anything, pretty much. He's the all-rounder that can beat everyone at everything, almost.
Okay. And I'm going to stab a guess then that you mentioned about defenders. Haichu is going to be defending for the red team, and
exactly.
Bonobo is going to be defending for the blue team, which leaves Kirito as the Hattori and Astru as the Artemis being the runners for those teams. So again, going with those really high-speed legends, those 9 speeds, and that again leaves Klein and Stylecan as those supports.
Yes.
Run me through some things here, because obviously you got a Cassidy and a Sir Roland, and they do have very decent SIGs and coverage with those weapons. So how are they sort of in that Brawl Ball meta? Because we spoke earlier about how like Tezca isn't really in there at the moment, but obviously Battle Boots being solid for maybe defending, but Gauntlets being kind of poo-poo right now is what you explained to me.
Yeah, Gauntlets require a very special playstyle, I guess. It's hard to do well, and even then it doesn't give much reward. Yeah, so the Cassidy on Klein's side especially isn't too much of a surprise. He plays a lot of Cassidy in NA, for the Hammer D-Sig especially.
You know what? Understandable. We all love that Cassidy D-Sig, the Tornado. But right now, Astru having that ball go in hand, avoiding some attacks, but not making it free clear. No ball in hand by anyone. Klein has it. Far toss over to the red side. Not going to get it past the pillar. They're holding it. Can Astru get it? He can, but the ball drops in the center as it gets just sort of blocked by everybody right there. Back on the blue side, but Kirito gets a very far run. I don't know if they can stop that, and they can't.
Yeah. Stylican getting stuck in recovery frames there, while trying to get out of lines. D-Sig that's unfortunate.
I'm noticing something very heavy here, which is like, as the game starts, usually the ball immediately goes over to the opposite side of the map, right? One stock down, leaving red team alone real quick, though. Ball drops, gonna drop onto the middle. Astru having it in hand, and back going over to the blue goal. Kirito has it. Can he do anything with it? He's getting it past Haichu, but not past the pillar. Back in the middle. They are really fighting for this right now, and it's really clean. Oh, on the underside, can they get it anywhere else other than the blue goal? They can. Far toss. Kirito gets it. Avoiding the defender and the support right now, and not going to get it too far into their goal as it goes back around. And I'm noticing such heavy back and forth, and I was going to really say how, like, as soon as, like, the point starts, like, as soon as the goal is scored and it resets, it very much seems like the ball runs immediately to the enemy side, but then kind of just gets denied, and that's when you see this back and forth, which is going on right now, as Bonobo really keeping it like onto that red side. Astru not getting it too far across, but that is such a good sig. Can it get them the goal? It can't. Oh, it can! The final pickup just as it was about to hit that point. Yeah, nicely done as it goes to 1-1. That was clean.
That's why Astru is such a good runner. His ability to be aware, even in the chaos, of where the ball is and how to move, is a very good skill to have, especially in those situations. Yeah, and there, you see it again.
I blinked and I missed it. That was fast. But I wouldn't expect less from what you've already told me about Kirito, Klein, and like Bonobo, but also with Haichu, Astru, and Stylecan. You've gassed them up earlier. You spoke about almost everyone in this tournament. So I'm not surprised about these amazing plays coming out as we go back into this sort of like den of blue, clearing out. Bonobo getting a nice clear there, but not going to be enough to really keep it out. Oh, Astru intercepting there as it was heading over to Kirito, and he's going to get it back into the blue side. Klein getting it over to Kirito this time. The weapon toss stopping and getting Kirito out of there. Oh, resetting to the middle.
Yeah, Stylican probably wanted to hit the pole there, the pillar. Oh, great movement by Astru.
That was really clean. Jumping over that Brindisig and then just sort of dodging the weapon toss to get into it perfectly safely, leaving them with a 2-point advantage as they move further into this. Kirito trying to get it over, but kind of struggling against this axe and this sword. But they're bouncing. They're not going to get... They are? I keep saying they're not going to get it, and then they get it.
Yeah, sometimes it's surprising what runners can do with the limited space. That's available to them.
I keep expecting the timer to go down a lot faster than it does, and Kirito getting a nice fast run, but not enough with those weapon tosses. Hovering over, waiting for that D-Sig. That D-Sig was clean. Can they get anything out of it? No, Astru picks up the ball. He's waiting for sort of an opening, but he's not going to get it with the D-Sig. You said about that Cassidy downhammer, and it's really showing its weight here.
Yeah, it's a very good sig. It's very big. The problem is the startup frames are pretty long. Yeah. Another goal for the blue team.
Yeah, that's bringing it back to that essentially neutral state where it's 3-3. Both of them need 2 more goals each, and I really think this is going to go down to depending on who gets this next goal, as I think that first goal is going to maybe hopefully allow us a little bit of a push to a spiral to get that second one. Astru picks up the ball, had the defender and the support both on his tail. They're not going to get it any further than the pillar as it resets again. That was a sad reset.
Yeah. Also, I think
I've seen that.
We're going to see that team whose third player is going to get stuck in the middle, get scored on, because a lot of Brawlball is how can you be 3 players, or yeah, 2 players versus 1, and there you
Yeah.
saw it. If the defender can lock down 1 or 2 opponents, it's very easy to score. So.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. It really puts that sort of it's that sort of action economy where you have less ability to push forward when you have obviously less options available to you. Kirito looking for an opening right now. This is all he needs if he can get this. The Cassidy Sig coming in for a clear. He's holding all of them. It's not enough, and yes, it is. Right at the end there. That is tight as Kirito, Klein, and Bonobo take the first game of this set.
Yeah. The Blasters Enlight coming in clutch there. Keeping the red team at bay. And yeah, as you can see, losing 1 player to defend, having to do a 2v2 in a defense situation is hard.
Yeah, that it makes a lot of sense really, where you have this, as I was saying earlier, the action economy, and I think that's massively what it comes down to, as you're saying. But also being able to just hold up multiple people like Klein was doing that with at the end with the Enlight was super useful for them. And that really just solidifies a way of like control that you've mentioned already from these players. And we're getting a couple legend swaps up again from the red team, where we're seeing a Lucian come out as well as the Orion from Ken.
Yes.
So oh, I actually just noticed that it's only the red team running the Brawl League avatar. That's cute.
Yeah. So the Lucian is probably just an optimizing pick, because Lucian has the most defense and speed combined in the entire roster. Same as Kaya. Kaya on, I think it's defense stance or speed stance, has the same combined speed and defense as Lucian.
Yeah, I'm sure that, as you've said, that probably makes Lucian a very solid pick that they want to kind of keep hold of. Astru really trying to get a runaway there, but not able to do it with multiple parts of blue. They're in the goal, but can they get it? They can, as Kirito's down air doesn't come out in time.
Yeah. But just seeing again Astru's awareness in the goal.
Getting a fast opening right here. Gonna maybe be enough just to hold him at bay. You've got the sides are coming out from Bonobo there, just really keeping like a little bit of a hold there. Not gonna be enough maybe, as the ball leaves the red goal, heads all the way over to blue pillar. Who's gonna get it? Kirito is going to not pick it up as Klein gets it. Goes for the underpass. Really gonna try and reset. No, nice Kirito gets it. But is he gonna get it? He's not. He doesn't have enough options to bring it up.
Good try by blue team, but even if it didn't work, it's going to reset their damages to white. So
yeah. I'm gonna be honest, I was really kind of hoping to see an underpass today, so I'm happy I got to see one. That was like the pinnacle of Brawlball back when I was that was a fast toss and a fast catch from Klein and Kirito there, but Klein going in, he can score.
There you can see the skill of Klein, just being able to dynamically change positions at any point, and he's good on any position. So
Red getting a solid push in. Can they? Oh, I was gonna say, can they get it? They can't. As Kirito moves forward, blocked by the spear, and like Klein coming in to really assist him and keep Haichu off of him right now. Ball in the air, Astru getting it again, moving back into that goal. He really can't get that. Oh,
there it is.
It's just that little thing of just being able to get past like that defender is so clean, and just that's really what's solidifying. I think a lot of time from what I'm noticing is like, if you can have the defender in active frames and just being able to stand like just outside of that hitbox while still being in goal, it's working well.
That is one of the reasons you want to have like each team member focus on one player, so you don't get stuck all hitting one person while the other one scores.
Yeah, that makes sense. Kirito picking up that ball, dropping it again, picking it up, dropping it. They're keeping it on hold just by that pillar. Can they move it around? They can. Can it get further than where it stood right now? Astru's saying, no, it cannot. I'm going to put it back in your section of the game. Far toss, weapon throw to really stop Kirito, but it's gonna sit right at the edge there. Klein looking to maybe pick it up. He does drop his weapon for it. Another underpass. They're just looking to please me now. That is a really slow underpass that's gonna go to no one.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be interesting to see if we get a double runner strat today. You don't see it often where you have 2 runners in a team, but it can be doable with a good team.
Okay, so run me through that double runner strat. What are we looking at? Well, what am I looking to see if I'm getting that? Am I getting, like, literally just, like, a Lucian and a Hattori both running, like, kind of bouncing the ball between them? Or are we looking at, like, more like one is a runner and one is just a pseudo-runner as a support sort of thing?
You're gonna see one person being still the main runner, but you're definitely gonna see 2 people unarmed. And
Okay.
the person on the runner pick is going to pick up the ball, and then the second person is going to get the ball back immediately after the runner gets hit. So
Okay, yeah.
basically making it way harder for the opposing team to remove the ball from the other team.
Yeah. Kind of sort of sticking like glue, and that's gonna possibly really help. I don't know. As we're looking here, as Astru's in that goal, he can't get it with that Bryn side stick. Knockout from the red team, really gonna help the blue sort of lose out and a lot of push there. They're sitting on that pillar still, moving back around, they're getting stopped by the neutral air.
Yes, Stalican doing the right choice of not going over the pillar there, because he saw. Oh, nice either.
That was some nice clear from that there. Moving back into this sort of 3-1 situation we saw in the initial game.
Yeah. And it seems the SIGs have been working out well for the blue team so far. So even though the red team is ahead, they've been able to defend with it quite well. But I think the red team's catching on more and more on how to kind of counter that specific playstyle, because...
Yeah, I can definitely see it. As you sort of, like, the benefit I think blue team has right now is obviously those huge SIGs that are coming out from both Bryn and Glowbox.
Yeah.
But even the Hattori SIGs, if they're needed, are going to be quite solid to really push against it.
There you see.
Alright, I'm kind of dumb here. But why didn't Haichu hit, like, a ground pound there? Or, like, try and go for a ground pound to like, maybe try and, like, fall with a hitbox to stop that goal?
Honestly, there could be a reason that it was just the input delay, because they are playing on an A as EU people.
Alright, yeah, that could make sense.
But oftentimes you also have to remember that the runner has a dodge. If you use an attack that has a lot of recovery frames, you get stuck in recovery frames, and the runner can just dodge. So part of it is also baiting the dodge, and I guess in this case he just picked the wrong option.
Yeah, that makes sense. But while we were talking, red team taking another goal, putting it 4-1. They need one more now to even up this sort of the set. And it looks like they're really pushing for it. Blue team holding that goal strong, clearing out 2 of red team, and resetting the ball, allowing the red team to kind of respawn.
I don't think that was intended.
I was gonna say, I personally would have just like ran for that, but you know, gotta have a misplay. But Ashley grabs it and scores that goal, and I think blue team are gonna regret that little bit of a misplay as they go into game 3 now, where it's 1-1.
Yeah, that throw from Kirito. You can see him stop there a bit. I don't think that was intended, because they've had a setup 3v1, so they could have probably gotten a score out of that. But that's not to say Astra didn't play well. So.
Oh, Astra played very well. Getting all 5 goals in that, solidly getting ready to like show he is one of the best in the region, and not even being from that region. I guess showing that he's one of the best in EU, and showing he can go toe-to-toe with NA without, like, any hesitation.
Yes.
We move into game 3. I'm seeing Bonobo drop, who is playing a pick up Vrax now.
Yes. That is Rax is his comfort pick, I guess. He usually plays Rax. And we're gonna see a lot more D6. Just as I'm
And as you say that one
yeah.
comes out. I mean, I'm a Vrax enjoyer. I like Vrax in stock. And a quick goal from Kirito there. Taking it.
Yeah, that is
immediately
one
into,
reason why you want to play Lance in Brawlball. The siders, the sidelight nairs.
definitely.
It has very useful combos and very useful attacks.
They are clearing that zone out, ready for a far toss from Klein over to Kirito. Haichu in goal, ready. Astru stopping the ball from really progressing far. Styleken holding him up and getting a goal for Astru.
Yeah, it's looking very even though. The set is even. The score right now is even. I think both teams have a strategy. We'll see if it works again. But
I feel like the strategy from both of them is use that lance and cover as much distance and ground as possible. But Kirito in, and no one is around, but he's not going to be able to score immediately as he's waiting for his team to cover him and save him as he gets that goal.
And then we see the first Rax support side sig of the tourney. We're probably going to see more of that in future sets. That's a very Brawlball thing to do.
That reset doesn't seem to have really helped too much, as it's kind of just moved back over to the blue side. Bonobo trying to keep it out. Kirito having that ball in hand, waiting for an opening, sending it over. You know what I just remembered from, like, partially old Brawlball days? From the old map where the pillars were, like, slightly wider and you could just sort of stand inside the pillar and not get hit.
Yeah.
Which obviously would lead to some stale games, but I'm glad BMG fixed that. As Astru gets the second goal for his team, that is... They are really keeping this one neck and neck as it goes 2-2 for the match. 1-1 for the set. Kirito with the ball in hand, trying to get an opening. Styleken denying it with the Orion D-Sig, but an opening being created. Can he do anything? He can.
Yes, that is... Styleken's choice of a D-Sig probably wasn't the right one there. Like, a Spear Endlight would have been faster and probably defended a lot better. But
Endlight, Sidelight, probably both would have come in a lot more handy, but I feel like, again, it's that sort of pressure when you're in the game. You quickly have to make a decision. You can't decide later. Styleken, ball in hand, running it back over, passing over to Astru, but Bonobo waiting. Oh, ball back.
Looks like
solid coverage.
Yeah, it looks like Red Team is now trying out the double running we've talked about before, with Styleken kind of helping us through.
Yeah, I'm noticing that Styleken covering a lot of, like, ground though with his spear right now as Client goes down, goes for the reset. He's resetting it over to the middle, but while he... I thought I saw two people that, like, get knocked out.
Kirito knocked out as well. He walked off the left side in order to reset the damage.
Okay. I was like, I thought I saw two people like get knocked out, and then I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, well, I see all 6 of them.
Because Kirito was on the left side, and the Red Team was attacking. Klein, first of all, saw the damage on Kirito, and he picked up the ball to reset. Yeah, you don't need to... Astru doesn't need to be the runner.
I am seeing so much happening right now, but again, 3-3. This is really going back and forth in terms of how it's going right now. Kirito sitting around, Styleken picking up that ball. Haichu maybe looking at a way to catch it there, looking at just keeping it off of them. Far toss. Oh, nice side air from Klein just to keep Astru off of it. They're going for it again. Astru picks it up, kind of getting around. Not going to be able to get off of both of the people blocking him out of that goal. Back to reset into the mid. Kirito waiting for an opening. Gets it. Can he push it further? He can't. Astru. Oh, he can!
That was a nice clear.
Oh!
The entirety of red team on the right there, even beyond the pillar.
See, now I'm going to predict the red team's going to score the next goal.
I don't
We're going to
think-
go straight to like a really tight match, I
Yeah.
think. And they're bringing it in. Astru trying to dodge the down signature. Can't get it. Another down sig. Kirito going for a toss. Passing it over to Haichu, who's just going to bring it back around to the blue side.
Yeah, that
Both
is one
teams
of the
lost a
risks
player in
of
that.
resetting there.
Astru getting the ball. He's hoping for an opening from Stauken here. He's maybe going to get
Nice
it, as he
headline.
does.
And
And-
your prediction was right.
My prediction was right. I'm happy. I'm happy.
Now we're on last
I'm learning.
last match of the set, last score, golden goal.
This is incredibly tight from these two. Kirito really rushing for it. He's going to need it as he's waiting for the opening.
There
He's
it
getting the
is.
opening. You know what I love? And it is the Brawlhalla, like, end of match announcements going into Brawlball as
Yeah.
well, and really showing, like, I feel like in ones and twos, like in stock, they work really well. I think in this, they also work really well. That woo coming out right at the end, showing just how close not only that match was, but that set. First game going to the blue team, then to the red team, and then blue team just bringing it back at the very end. Goal after goal as we go into the next match. Some amazing matches in elimination semis, but we're going to that elimination finals. We've already seen both of these teams,
Yes.
and you know, I'm a little bit biased to I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with the EU team here. You know,
That's a very interesting pick, I guess.
well, I don't. So here's the thing: is I don't know Brawlball. I don't know the teams. I have very little understanding of how well these teams do outside of what I'm seeing now. So taking it out of this tournament vacuum, I have no clue what's going on. But I'm gonna root for the EU team because obviously being in the EU myself, gotta give them a bit of support. Play
That
at NA.
is-
They need it.
That's a fair but still very risky prediction, I guess.
Why is my prediction risky? Tell me that.
Because even though like Brawlball, it's not bad. Ping doesn't affect too much because it is more team focused. You can do a lot even with input delay. That still, however, does not mean that there is no ping.
Oh, you know, I completely understand
Like-
that, but I'm
A defender with 150 ping isn't as good as a defender with 20 ping. Same with a runner. The reaction time is just a lot faster on your own
yeah,
region.
I can completely understand that.
But considering that the EU team is the top 2 team in EU, the prediction's
Oh.
not too bad.
Who's the number one team in EU?
Hitchu.
So wait, the
H's
team they
team.
just beat.
No, not the same team. Hitchu
Oh, okay.
is in the number 1 team. Astru and Stylaken are, I think, around top 3, top 4.
Okay.
It's like around then it starts to kind of fluctuate from tournament to tournament. But Hitchu, Flexi, and Bob, as you can see from older tournaments,
I remember Bob.
yeah, they've
Um,
been dominating the tournament scene for the last few years. So
Mhm. Is it sort of like if I watch a Brawl Ball event and I see like Bob's team in there, am I expecting it to sort of sit and just like, well, Bob's gonna win this? Like, is it like a stock tourney where you see like Sandstorm in like 2020 or Godly like last year where you're like, oh, he's playing, that's kind of who's gonna win, and it's like a massive upset if they don't win, or
I mean, you can expect any team to be beaten by Hitchu, Bob, and Flexi, pretty much, except Kirito, Bonobo, and Klein. They are
Okay.
pretty much the only team that have a chance. But
okay,
have-
I'm interested.
barely been able to beat them.
So looking at who's left, we've got obviously Torts, Boclito, and Zizgon, and there's only only one? What is their team? Their team name is so long. Why?
Yeah.
Zizgon and there's only one stud left. Okay. Out of those three, who would you be predicting to win here? Like in the whole thing?
So, out of these, I think, honestly, Zizgon has the biggest chance, just because of Pawpaw and Anti-Jedi being like the NA players. But I can see Torts upsetting them.
Mm-hmm.
In potential grand finals.
Okay.
I can also, however, see Boclito getting the best of them with a huge upset. That would be a pretty incredible upset.
Okay, yeah. I'm excited to see what happens because obviously, everything that's gone on. I want to see who wins this. I'm actually more invested in this than I expected to be. I'll give it that.
Yeah, Brawlball is surprisingly intense, even if you're just watching.
So, obviously going into this next match where we have, I think I may be incorrect here that the team may be incorrectly reported.
Yes.
But so it is.
We have Golden Boy, Marshy, and Candy on the red team, and just as before, the blue team being Kirito, Bonobo, and Klein. Nothing changed there.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the Start GG bracket, which looks like that is actually Zizgon and not Torts.
3, 2, 1.
Being who is coming up.
Oh yeah.
But immediately going in. See, I'm hearing a lot of noises. Oh my. Why does this feel so much more faster than the other matches? I'm seeing hitboxes a lot more.
That is probably part of one team being an A.
Okay. I also want to know the lore behind the name Zizgon.
Well,
because was it the fact they had a sub or
no? Z was supposed to play with them, and he just wasn't available.
Oh, that is slightly disappointing. But that is the first goal going to obviously the red team, which is I can't even read the names. My brain is completely going foggy. But they're going in for a second goal. Klein denying it again. Klein really good at those denials. We're seeing it a lot now. Oh. Samaris getting it. Whew. Really fast goal there coming out from Klein and his team. Moving it into a 1-1 situation. Fast reset. Going over, waiting as Klein picks up that ball, moves over to the red pillar, gonna get it handed back over to the red team. So Morris going over and really almost getting a goal there as Klein takes the ball as his team helps him deny the goal. Looking for an opening here. As soon as I say that, Samaras gets it. Bring it back to mid. Klein grabbing it, being held by Candy. This is so much faster than the last couple matches, but also, like, not even just the speed, it also feels like there's a lot more going on And there's a lot more of a back and forth here. Vrax sides it coming out really clean. Not getting the full pass over to Golden Boy. Golden Boy gets knocked out. They get a nice quick opening as they're looking to knock out the rest of the team very soon. Hoping for an opening. Ball dropped into the red zone. Klein knocked out as well. Going for that stock reset just to kind of clear up that damage on the red team.
Yeah, that is one thing. Like, you're seeing NA here. It is a region known for resets. You're gonna see a lot of resets in NA. And very few weapon throws. Next month, when we're gonna have the EU tournament, there's gonna be a lot more weapon throws and a lot less resetting. That's kind of something between the regions that is different.
So there's a nice regional difference there where, like, as you said, NA resets more, but EU sort of just, like, throws their weapon more?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
NA is kind of a lot more wary, a lot more defensive, and EU is more risky, using weapon throws to, like, hit more ranges, kind of.
Okay.
Just different ways of Brawlball that have developed there.
A goal almost coming out. This is one of the longest, like, neutral points we've seen for this whole day, I think.
Yeah.
They're holding it. They're not going to be able to get it as the ball gets sent over to the blue pillar. Not going to reset, which is possibly what they wanted there, just to sort of have it away from them for longer. Sitting on that pillar, going in, looking for an opening, and that Vrax sidestick is going to help. It's not going to be enough right this second. It is after it comes out for the second time.
Yeah, as said before, you're gonna see a lot of racks. And as we can see, Klein here running, Kirito supporting this time, and Brawlball as usual on the defense. Compared to last game.
Klein, ball in hand, moving back into that goal. But not even going to be able to get it anywhere near scoring. As it resets back over to the blue side, Klein picking it up again, sending it like all the way back over to the red side. It's this back and forth again. I have a feeling these goals are going to take a lot longer than they did in the last couple matches.
Yep. That's nice recovery by Bonobo though. To kind of disperse the red team again.
That is some good hold. They are definitely gonna go off this, I'm pretty sure. As the blue team is really holding the point, but they keep being denied. That took a lot of work.
Yeah. The red team there were playing around, like completely playing around the Rax side sig. Because that is, while Brawlball in general is not too bad when it comes to balance, Rax side sig completely turns that around. You have to like build your entire team around that if Rax goes into your goal. Just because you cannot just jump over it, you have to avoid it and punish it as a team.
Yeah, it seems like a very dangerous sort of option where in offense and defense it can really clear out that point, and it's doing so there. It's reset, but not enough.
That was incredible running by Marshy there though. Being able to go in, advance the goal, and then go out whenever the defender tries to actually defend. That is one thing in Brawlball. You do not have to stay in the goal technically, because the goal, you see the white border going up. It does not go down instantly. It goes down slowly. And if you can go in and out all the fast enough, you can still score.
I was gonna say, it looks like it goes up faster than it goes down, correct?
Yes, depends. If you're in the air or dodging, it's a lot slower.
Yeah, I'm aware of that, but if you're sat grounded, very open point here, but not going to be enough as they're clearing that goal out. Can they get it? They can't. Artemis sidestick really covering, getting a double knockout, putting it into a 2v1 situation. They can really get it over to that goal, but it's not going to be enough to be able to bring it back in. Klein does sneak his way past and he's not going to be able to get it further than that, as it's going to bounce back to that same point as it's been at already before. Samaras gets that ball, looking to see if he can get an opening from his team. The Vrax D-Sig just sat there, really putting a danger point right below that pillar. It's going to be enough to open up that goal for the red team. Puts it back to 3-3.
Yeah, it's even. It's basically even right now. I mean, both teams managing to score 3 goals, alternating.
I mean, it's what we just saw last game as well, but last game was so much faster with it.
Yeah. I think it's definitely the red team having Candy as kind of a newer teammate, not being that well versed in the team synergy. And blue team just being a set EU top 2 team.
Yeah, that's going to definitely help. But also, I think, as you were saying about how Candy isn't usually there and it's usually someone else, that is definitely going to lead to having a lot, like, even if it's not as visible to everyone, I'm sure to both of these teams that little bit of lack of synergy, like even if it's only a small bit less, is really going to hold that point a lot more.
Yeah. It's about the small things, like when you're defending, knowing which player covers which positions and which parts of the goal is very helpful. So
right now, that is a 3v2. It's back to a 3v3. A far
Nice
toss up.
defense,
Klein cannot intercept it. Golden Boy got the ball. Waiting for an opening. Gets denied by the Vrax. Ball resetting back into mid. They're going to fight for that. They're going to get it in a frenzy. Klein holding it. Dodging the sidelight from the Giro. But it's not going to be enough. Samaras picks up that ball. Waiting for his access around. He's not going to get anything through that. We're seeing, again, this back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, it's already been 10 minutes pretty much. And there has been 6 goals already, but Summer's resetting. Candy trying to stall, so the team can get back. And now both teams kind of scrambling to get the goal there. Klein go. He doesn't even need the support. He just starts running and then he just scores. He doesn't even need the support.
Looking at this as we go around, Klein going down for that low toss reset just to really keep the ball out of the red team's hand while he gets back onto stage with a nice fresh health bar. Oh, they're looking at finishing it. Can they finish it now, or are they going to have to wait a little bit longer? They are going to have to wait a little bit longer as that ball moves away. Samaras, ball in hand, again, waiting for that opening. Just avoiding everything that's coming at them.
Yeah, both teams kind of struggling to get that one player stuck on the side that he doesn't want to be. So they have to basically do a 3v2 every time they want to score. Which is doable, but not very optimal and very hard.
Yeah, we're seeing this now as it's going back over to the blue side with the ball, avoiding some hits. Can't get it in right this second. They're really hoping for an opening, but it's just being held down too tight. Ball away. Looking like
All
it's
of Red
gonna.
Team unarmed.
Red team is unarmed, but that obviously means that they can bounce the ball between them a lot faster. But then really not gonna go for it. Oh, a far grab. Is it gonna be enough to pass it through? It's not. That down stick gonna hold it off. That ball's gonna reset. They do get it. They're sending it back. They're really going for that solid reset, trying to get a nice opening where they can. They need it. This is possibly going to be the last bit of their, like, the hope that they can get.
Yeah, losing the first match, putting the set to 1-0 is a big setback, especially for momentum. Being pushed to maybe having to change the legend or not can be can make you very nervous. But
Yeah, I can completely understand that, and right now they are really holding it down. Blue team locked away though. 1 in the goal, 2 in the goal, 3 in the goal.
And it's looking like, actually, we're gonna get close to time here. With 2 minutes 30 on the clock.
Red is solidly holding it down, sort of like, into that, like, you know, they're slowly pushing back against the blue team, and it's working, but they're not able to do it fast enough, and I feel like blue team is either... They can push for 2 things right now, realistically, right? Because they have the point advantage, and I'm assuming if they keep point advantage, they... Oh, almost a goal there.
Yeah.
If they get point advantage in the match, they win that match, right?
Yes, exactly. If the match goes to time and they are ahead in goals, they will win. So
Yeah, so they have... Right now, they have the safest option of just either holding out for 2 minutes, which looks like they're looking at doing that a lot more now, keeping it a lot safer. Waiting for that
this
opening.
is the match for like second place, pretty much, for the money.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do what is needed in order to get that.
They are, but they're letting that goal get closer and closer. Bonobo getting that ball under the stage, gonna just hold it and throw it as far away as possible, have it reset back into the middle. Klein grabbing it. They are definitely trying to hold for time right now, I'm pretty sure. And I feel like that's the thing, is they can either hold for time, or if they get that nice safe opening, they could just end it early.
Yeah, the problem with holding for time is you have to stay on the right side, meaning you have to stay closer to your goal, meaning if you lose the ball, the enemies have an easier time scoring.
Oh,
so
definitely.
just stalling doesn't make you win automatically, you have to do it smart. And you have
Oh,
to take
and
opportunities
they are
when...
holding out. Samaris moving. Oh my, that is such a good save from the blue team. Ball back on the red side, back over to the blue side, intercepted by Klein. Klein looking at moving it somewhere. The ball's just going to drop, and that's going to be a free reset. They are definitely holding for time now, trying to keep that ball off of the red team as much as possible, and they are succeeding right now. Samaris grabs it, but gets sent straight into the sky. They are... This is insane about how well they are holding this match.
Yeah.
Just kind of hostage, as it's going to go to... I'm expecting it to go to time.
And we're seeing a triple commit here. This red team has to kind of do
They
something.
need it. They definitely need it, and they're going to possibly
And
get it.
they
They are
get it.
definitely... Oh my god.
12 seconds, 10 seconds.
How does it work if they're both the same score? Does
We're
it go to
going
anything else? Or is
golden
it...
goal.
Golden goal?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to do another match and golden goal. This is... Okay, interesting.
Oh my, that was such a good ending from the red team there, just to give themselves another chance. That is wild. But
Yeah,
also seeing some of the damage numbers there are also kind of crazy.
Yeah. Bonobo doing 4,000. That's a very big number.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. And, you know, I wasn't really expecting a lot of what's been going on right now as this, I really was expecting, like, blue team to kind of hold it there just for those last 20 seconds. But that's all it took, as you said, was they had to defend on their side, and as soon as they fumbled, that fumble really meant that they lost access to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so is it golden goal now or is it golden goal after? I assume it's one more and then golden goal?
No, it should be golden goal right now.
Okay, so go straight to the golden goal, which obviously means they are going straight for whoever can get that scoring in.
Exactly.
And I think the picks are definitely kind of showcasing on what they want here. Ball starting in the middle, 15 minutes for the golden goal, and I'm expecting this to either be a hard sweep or just such a back and forth.
I don't think
waiting
they're
for
gonna play the full 15 minutes again. I doubt that's gonna happen. But
You know, it'd be impressive.
it'd be very impressive by both teams, and it would be very exhausting.
I mean, maybe that like 15-minute golden goal is what would really hold off from like a solidifying win in the next one.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh wow, they are
We're seeing
really pushing.
the red
That's
team
an opening.
going
That is
for it.
such an opening.
And that's it for the first game in the set.
That was impressive. That's such a clean opening from the red team, and just running with it there.
Yeah, that is the problem. If you cannot close out a game, you have to risk it, and golden goal is very risky because one mistake and it's over.
Yeah, one mistake really, really showing that, like, that's all it needs, as you said. But we're going back to game 2 after red team have taken that first win, and obviously expecting them to take that next one. Because I feel like if you win the golden goal, you get that kind of mental buff, right? Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, the slight map pick that almost messed everything up.
Yep. That can happen. Sadly. But I mean, that is the problem with Brawlball, kind of, with the different, the other map, which it can be played in 3v3, generally is not. Just because of the layout, it does not work well. It is better for a 2v2 map. But we're going into game 2 here now. And yeah. Really seeing good attack by blue team.
Oh, far toss over, not gonna get anything off. It's gonna reset to the middle, I think. Yep. I'm gonna be honest, as soon as we started casting, I tried, like, the first thing I forgot was, like, how does it reset to the left and to the right, and when does it reset to the middle? And it's like, seeing it happen was, like, really nice, because I was like, ah, okay. So if it's, you know, the red team throw it to the red side, it resets on red, but if it's, like, blue team throw it red, it's going to reset mid, because they obviously don't get that free advantage for resetting.
Exactly. So basically, if you throw it out on your own side, it stays on your own side. If you throw it on the opposing side, it goes into the middle. So you can't just throw it out and put it back into the middle. That will be pretty easy to defend.
Oh wow, Klein getting a solid push there. A nice safe entry in for the first goal. And, you know, that goes against my prediction where I expected sort of red team to take it very fast. Kirito holding them off. I also just kind of noticed that they swapped runners.
Yes.
I didn't even notice that early. Klein obviously being the runner. Because Kirito was running in the, like, I think it was last set.
Kirito is the runner in EU normally. But yeah, as said before, Klein can do pretty much anything.
Oh, not able to get that goal. Back over to the blue side. Bonobo getting that ball. Klein bringing it back. Golden Boy holding that goal in hard defense right now. That ball's gonna not even reset as, like, my man just came out from under the map, grabbed it, and then brought it back and was like, you know what, this is staying. Oh wow, that is such a breakaway, but it's gonna be collected. Nice faster reset. Everyone trying to get a little bit of a reset here, I think. Golden Boy is so damaged, though. That is possibly going to go against him as he looks to support in this situation. Oh, and we're seeing more of a hold here. There's such... It's, again, such a back and forth, like it was in the last match. And it's wild to me to see... Oh, the blue team getting such a good push away there.
Now it's looking like red team has to adapt, kind of.
Definitely, but also, I guess red team have that kind of safety though. They already have that first game of the set in the bag, even with the golden goal. And that was after they barely pulled it back into a golden goal itself. Like, they gotta be proud of that.
Yeah. Winning a golden goal definitely is nothing to be scoffed at. Like, it might look a lot like luck, but there's a lot of nerves and
Oh, definitely. That
decisions
was a
going into
really
it.
solid kill from the two of them there. From Bonobo and Kirito, really just like the GP
Nice
into
side
the
sig.
side sig, and that's such a good clear as well. That is 3-0. They're gonna bring it back, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm predicting here,
Well,
blue
we'll
team's
see.
gonna win, and then it's gonna tie up.
They still have 11 minutes on the clock. They've got time.
They do.
They've got time.
See, this is when blue team like get that next goal, and then they just stall for like 9 minutes. You know, the classic like old Brawlball strategy. The ball over picked up from under the map, and there's that
Nice.
fourth
That
goal.
was
That
great.
was really clean.
That was the textbook support there. Just using blasters and lights, the runner being able to take advantage of that and just scoring.
Oh, a solid sort of pressure coming out from Candy here. Not gonna be enough as Candy gets taken out. It's a 2v1 as Klein really just runs back over. And is he gonna be? Oh, he was so close there, and red team
Yeah.
just deny it. Oh, ball in hand, ball drop. Oh, Klein getting the ball again. I'm seeing these really quick pickups, and it's really kind of cool to see Klein going under the podium in the middle.
Yeah, the ball pickups are very important. Yeah, nice. That was a nice score. Good triple commit and a full 5-0 win there.
See, I was expecting, right? I was like, they just lost the golden goal. They're gonna be a little bit demoralized, and they came in hard. They're like, we cannot let that happen again. We have to go in for that like
Yeah.
quick, fast, like 6-minute game, just to really show that like we are still here. We're not out yet, and it's 1-1, and I'm excited to see.
Yeah, also in the replay you can see at the point where Sumerus gets knocked out, both of the blue team go into a triple commit, which is kind of the point where you want to triple commit when the opposing team has one player less. If there's less of a risk to be countered.
3, 2, 1.
So
Brawl.
yeah, and we're on to the next game.
Yeah, we are, but I see. Normally, I'm like, as we've been going from, like, I want to predict who's gonna win. All right, I want to have my own say and say, like, be proud when I'm right. But I'm sat here, I'm like, both of these teams are super solid. They have been back and forth this whole set.
I mean, the first set being the closest one this tourney, going even to golden goal, and now the second game, a 5-0. This is definitely interesting.
Oh, getting that nice one clear.
no.
Two, that's a double clear. That is such a nice goal for the blue team.
That
as
was
they take
nice.
that
Klein
first one.
playing a bit for the BM there with cheesy tone. That was not necessary, but gotta have a little fun. And now red team on the attack, trying to score but getting stopped by the blue team. Klein
Almost getting a
scoring.
goal immediately. Ball going down, Samaras picking it up, running around, not being able to get into the goal, and Klein having that ball in hand again. I want to genuinely just give props to Klein, because I'm pretty sure if the game tracks how much ball time each person has, he must have the most, and that is such a solid grab there.
Yeah,
going into that goal.
Klein's ability to bait attacks as a runner is very helpful. He can do a lot to keep the ball.
Simmer's having that ball, getting possibly an entry here. They're really trying to clear that goal out, and it's not working. There's that side sig, and there's just the side sig denial back, and there's Klein going, oh no, he has such an opening. Picked up the weapon instead of the ball, though. That's a little bit disappointing to see.
Oh, can they do it? No, they can't. If Candy picked up the ball there faster, they might have been able to score. Also, what you just saw, Candy being on the wall of the middle pillar and picking up the ball from the side, that is, I don't know if you can call it tech, but it's a little quirk in Brawlball where picking up, yeah, and that's a score for Klein. Picking up a gadget or the ball, or even a weapon from below the opponent has higher priority, or at least is easier.
I blink and
Yeah.
red team grab a goal, and that could just be the little push they need, right? That first goal, that little glimmer of hope.
It might
And
give them a lot of momentum.
I mean, it looks like it is, as they're moving back into that goal very fast, and they're gonna get another. Oh my!
The blasters play though, that was incredible. Using the entire light kit on the ground, and light, D-light and side light, in order to keep the whole blue team away from the runner. That was great.
They have that sort of momentum. They are definitely getting that momentum right now as they move back into the goal. Klein having a ball being denied, but that ball is dropped in the pit of that pillar. Looking for an opening right now. Are they going to get it? They are, and they're going to move back in. Oh, wow, they've brought it back already.
Yeah, that was great awareness by Candy. They're seeing that it is possible to charge up the side stick already on the pillar because the opponents aren't close to punish. So they've got the advantage to not have to, charge it up in the goal where they're standing and easy to be punished. Okay.
They are just bringing it back right now. They have gone from 3-0 to 4-3. Final point of their game, possibly. They really just went, look, we know you guys like 5-0'd us just a minute ago. And we know it was neck and neck the last time, but we do not want to be playing this again anymore. We want to just be done with it.
Yeah,
but we don't want to be done and lose.
They have the chance to do like a reverse 5-0 here, because currently I don't think blue team has scored.
They have got such a solid opening, but there's a double knockout. Oh no. That's it. I think that's going to be another goal. No, it's not.
Not yet.
Oh my.
And they managed to get the ball away.
No, they didn't. No, yeah, there it is. It's gone. It's back into the middle. But Klein, the demon himself, preparing himself for some god run attempt. So it goes back over, denied, Samaras picking it up, thrown all the way over, Klein picking it back up, Klein going under the stage right now, going around, getting denied by the Lance Nair, ball resetted back again, Samaras picking it up. It's just this back and forth between like Klein and Samaras, just who's going to pick it up. Samaras is too high to really pick it up as he gets back down. He's going for that damage reset because he wants it badly. But that's going to leave a solid opening.
Candy
and that's going to...
wanting to reset, but not actually doing it, and it's going to allow for the blue team to score here. A small mistake might lead to an outcome that is not favored by the red team, but we don't know yet. They've got 9 minutes to play. We're hopefully not going to get another golden goal.
This is being denied, sent all the way back over to the middle.
Yeah, the defensive work is incredible. Like, from
but is it going to be enough? Right, I don't know if it's going to be enough as they're sitting around the blue team having one player left, but that defense being so solid, leaving it in the middle. Samaras coming in, looking to see if he can get any entry. Klein picking that ball back up, going back to that mid. Samaras grabbing it. He's got a nice opening, but it's not going to be enough. Maybe it is. It is. No, it's not. I'm lying to myself. Ball grabbed over to the red side, and he's like, nah, it's going straight back to the middle.
Resetting.
The double reset.
Yeah.
Really keeping that defense up. That ball being dropped right on the top of that podium. This is too close for my liking.
Oh no.
They've got another knockout. But is it going to be good for an opening? It is. Samaras getting the emo. Oh. I like how after the goal it like does a little bit more, but that was so close.
Yeah. Yeah, that was incredibly close. But the NA team defending their own region here.
Yeah, my
Luck
prediction
notes.
wasn't really right though.
Yeah. But it was close. It was very close.
Look, okay, they won in my heart. That's what matters, right? They win in my heart.
Yeah.
I am. This is getting me more excited to see how it would go for what we're planning. Such good plays from both EU and NA, and I'm excited to see how everything will go. Not only for this grand finals that's coming up, as we look into the two teams that are gonna be here. It's obviously gonna be Tort, and I'm pretty sure that was Zia's Gone that one. It was. And so back, essentially just a rematch from the winners finals, and winners finals, Tort's dominated, right? So I'm wondering if they can dominate again, or if they're gonna maybe have a little bit more trouble now that Zia's Gone have had that little bit of a push forward and getting that. Not a quick win, but a nice solid win in everything that's gone on today.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a very interesting match, seeing as this is both a replay of winners finals, and they're both NA teams, so they're both playing on home turf.
Mm-hmm. I'm really excited to see how this one's gonna go, because I feel like it's been tight already, and I'm excited to see how, when these guys run back at it, obviously Jedi, White Town, and Pow Pow, who took the first set kind of by storm a little bit. They had a little bit of back and forth, but I'm pretty sure they ended at like 5-2 and like maybe 5-3 for those two, instead of like where that last one was like a golden goal into a what was it, like 5 golden goal into 5-0 into like the 5-4 really made it tight.
Yeah.
So moving in now, again, similar picks that we've been seeing most of the night. Pow Pow on that Ivor, White Town on that Nyx, Anti-Jedi on the Lucian, and then the red team essentially running the exact same thing that they'd already ran today. And they've gone in. They've literally just dove in. Samaris running back into that goal. Really, that ball dropped and immediately got picked up by Jedi, like frame 1.
Yeah, it's picking up the ball is hard. You can train it, and it can get very fast, but it's hard. And you'd be surprised to learn that some Brawlball players don't even use or still use quick attack to pick up.
That sounds a little bit wild to me.
Yeah, me personally, I don't use it because it's getting stuck in a quick attack when trying to pick up the ball.
Yeah, and I saw picking up like you know, when the ball and the weapon are dropped on the same point, and like picking up the weapon there was like wild, and like that could suck. But if you're telling me you can get locked in a light attack is crazy to me.
But for some people, they use it and it seems to work. So.
Oh, Jedi getting a nice goal there.
Yeah, and we're seeing what the seed kind of predicts here. Blue team going ahead with 2 scores.
Yeah, blue team in the lead, and this is kind of what I was saying was like what I was expecting, is like a little bit of a storm coming in, a little bit of a ball toss coming out. Samaris looking for a goal. He's not going to get it as the light attack kind of denies it. He's picking up that ball. He's going for the emo. It's not going to be enough. Anti-Jedi. Oh, wow. Anti-Jedi holding off. 1 knockout, and he's got a solid push there for that next goal. Yeah, he kind of just ran away with that there.
Yeah. They just 1 by 1 kind of removed each player from the red team, and then Anti-Jedi can just walk in.
Oh, almost a goal. Jedi denying it, waiting for that ball like timer to essentially just run out, and sort of White Town picking it up, going to be the runner instead of Anti-Jedi as they move into the goal. Jedi sitting on the other side to make sure they don't overcommit. And it's a good thing they didn't, because he's going to
Nice
need
pass
to
to
deny that.
Taurus, though.
He just didn't attack.
Yeah, I think either he had connection problems, but I don't think that. He just already saw that the dodge was enough.
Yeah, it might have been a case of just not being able to get it, but still in the lead, the blue team. But that single goal is all that the red team needed last time to really get a solid run. And it's scary to think that they could do that again.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Marshy's running be incredible, being able to get scores from wherever. And yeah, just out of nowhere.
You know, this is that sort of like, it's that little burst of energy, you know? Like, all of a sudden, they've got that little bit of momentum, and that momentum can spiral for them. Anti-Jedi coming around. Is he gonna go for the like toss in? He's not. He's gonna try and look for that opening. He's really hoping his team can give him some clearance. He's getting it. Can he make it for a goal? He's avoiding the side stick, but he's not gonna be able to get out. White Town looking to really defend here as he's waiting for his team to come back in. There's the downlight. There's the toss. They're clear, but their ball is gonna reset.
Oh, nice
Oh, no.
sunlight.
Oh, the dodge from the weapon toss as well. That's, again, it's just that first goal was all the red team needed just to push ahead in such a crazy way.
Yeah. Also, a little bit of lore on Gold Boy here. You might have seen him on the dev stream a few weeks ago, trying out the new Horde mode when it got released.
I am not someone who watches many
God.
dev streams anymore. But oh wow, Anti-Jedi getting the fast goal there.
Yeah.
And fast, but also surrounded by the red team.
So, Golden Boy is a Horde player, he plays a lot of Horde, and Jiro is pretty much the best pick for Horde, so...
Is he?
He is, yes.
That sounds funny to me, but okay.
So it makes sense that he's playing Jiro now, or General just plays a lot of Jiro.
It's wild to me that instead of just like stock, there's just a community of people who are just like, right, let's just play every other game mode instead of stock.
There is one community for almost every game mode.
Oh, of course. I know there'd be like a community, but I didn't realize there'd be like genuine overlap from like the Brawlball community to.
Well, I mean,
stock.
kind of, because the communities are so small, and because people who are interested in other game modes usually are the same people, there's a lot of overlap, but already
Yeah,
seeing...
I guess that can make sense. Anti-Jedi moving back in, they need one more goal, because if they don't get this, they have given away this win, first win of the match. Essentially, like, they had such a lead, and they have unfortunately been struggling against this change in pace from the red team. Red team getting a nice toss up. Samaris just GC neutral heavy in the like little pit there, but he's gonna hold it around, waiting for that opening from the Vrax. Can he get anything? No. Anti-Jedi. Oh wow,
1v1.
that is such a solid
was not enough.
game.
And blue team actually takes it.
Yeah, no, blue team takes game one. For grand finals, is it best of 3 or best of 5?
It's best of 3.
Okay. I was curious for a second there. Maybe I was like, you know, final match gonna be for the 2 prizes here. Obviously, one of these teams is walking away with $39, the other one walking away with $60.
Yeah,
So I wonder how it's gonna go.
A lot of nerfs, definitely. Since there's money on the line, there's PR points on the line, actually.
Yeah, that is definitely true. You guys have a whole PR system
We
for
do.
Brawlball.
And...
Jedi getting nice solid push. Is it going to be enough? Samaris waiting
Yeah.
just for some form of access to that ball as he runs in. White Town just throws his weapon, tosses it back over. It's going to reset back into the middle. And Samaris grabs it, safely moving it back into the blue team's goal. Not going to be able to get anything off of it. But that ball is dropping. Another reset. White Town grabbing it. White Town keeping that ball in hand. Dodging the little weapon toss.
trying to wait for the others from the blue team to clear, and everyone resetting on the red team.
Yeah, you were very open about how the team resets a lot, but that nice far
pass.
toss. Is it gonna be enough? Nice nair to stop. That is gonna be enough to deny the goal, lowering red team's count by 1. But I don't think it's gonna matter too much, as the ball is just gonna go straight to red team, and then they're just gonna toss it back.
Nice
intercepted by Anti-Jedi.
That is one thing that quick attack to pick up makes a lot harder.
Oh, I'm so certain it does.
Because you have to time it very well. If you don't have quick attack to pick up, you can basically just spam the
you
button,
just
but
spam it. Yeah.
it's not enough.
Anti-Jedi taking that next goal. Samaris has been like, nah, that's my goal now. Quickly just running it in with the assistance of V. Grabbing that nice Lance side sig to reset it. And making it kind of clean. These goals are just back and forth super fast, right? That's like not just me. Like, right? These are kind of fast.
Yeah. No, there's very fast goals happening right now.
It's kind of wild, and
like compared to
another
the previous games where we had a golden goal and a lot of
golden goal and then such a late goal on the after. Oh, nice denial. It's gonna be enough. Anti-Jedi getting that next goal.
And another goal. 4 scores within 2.5 minutes.
4? I think this is gonna be about 5. No, it's not. Anti-Jedi getting the denial. Oh, Samaris picking up. I'm seeing these little points. I'm like, wow. Oh, nice bounce, but intercepted. They need to get that ball out of there soon. Samaris going back in for another attempt. All 3 of the team are there, but one of them is gone. The other's gone. This is such an open goal for a second there, but it's not gonna be enough. Samaris looking to baited. That bait might be enough.
We'll see. He's waiting for Candy's clear here. But he does not let go of the ball. Now he does.
Oh,
nice nair. That was great.
Candy couldn't get that clear in, and that lack of a clear there really just falling short for the red team as it moves over, but they are going straight back for another goal attempt. 2 in the air. Anti-Jedi with the possible far toss right now. High toss instead. Avoiding the recovery. Avoiding Samaris as well. But, long shot. Bouncing back in. Nice pass.
That was incredible.
That was gorgeous.
Oh, the bait's over to Marshy and then passing back to Candy. See, this is... Double runner is hard. If it works, it is fast. It can score goals incredibly quickly, and it looks so good. It looks so beautiful.
Coming back in.
And
he's just evening this up again. That's not okay.
One more score, and we're back to 4-4.
It's this weird energy that like Samaris and everyone has, right? Where they're just like, we get one goal and we're just gonna start running the storm, but there it is. That's such a nice goal at the end there, just to take it.
Yeah.
As it goes to is that 1-1? Is that 2-0?
No, that's 2-0.
That is 2-0. Oh wow, that went fast. That was some solid plays out there though from Anti-Jedi and his team, as well as Samora's and their team as well. You know what? I really enjoyed watching some Brawlball.
Yeah, I hope so. I always enjoy watching Brawlball. It's definitely something else compared to stock. Like,
yeah, it's interesting to see how fast the game can go, but at the same time, how much those players can slow it down.
Yeah. And there's a wide disparity of different matches. Like, there's matches that as we saw, go to golden goal, and there's matches that are just 5-0 within 5 minutes. That's...
Yeah, no, that is crazy how fast it can go. But yeah, that obviously means Torts is the winner for the NA Brawlball Monthly, which is super cool.
yes.
Hoping to see maybe Torts come out for something else that'll be in the future that you obviously know about. And we've teased a little bit, but
I'm very sure all of the teams that we've seen today we're gonna see in the future again.
that's more than likely. These guys obviously wanting to play. It's so sweet to me to see that there's like such a cool, like a nice community for Brawlball, and like how tight knit it is super cute to me.
Yeah.
Well,
I
don't know
mean,
if cute's the right word there, but
if you want to build a community, you kind of have to.
oh, definitely. I think communities have to get built by the actual community itself. You can't really force one into existence, and this one hasn't been forced. You've got some dedicated people here who work really hard on what they do to make the game as fun as possible for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. All right then. That was it for today, and thanks, Expired, for coming on.
I mean, it's been fun. I definitely will come back at some point. You know, maybe not immediately, but if you ever need another cast with a camera, I will happily come on if I have the time. So thank you everyone for having me. I hope you enjoyed my casting of Brawlball. Something I haven't casted since like 2017. But yeah. Thank you so much to everyone for playing. Thank you to BMG for sponsoring this event. Obviously, it's sponsored by Brawlhalla. And if you can check the esports tab, you'll see more events sponsored by Brawlhalla. I think all running this weekend because this is the last weekend of esports because of, I think next week is the invitational from BMG. But
Yes.
see, I don't even know.
I think it's
don't,
called Winter's Royale.
Yeah, so the Royales are something that are coming out, and I don't even know when they are because I don't work them. But yeah, no, it's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, of course. Thanks so much for helping out.
It's as I said, it's been a pleasure. So thank you so much, and I hope to maybe bring some more attention to Brawlball from more mainstream Brawlhalla stuff in the future. So
Yeah. Right then. That's it for us, and
yeah,
see everyone next month.
yeah. I just realized I'm like staring at the camera, waiting for the stream.
One
to
more
end.
score, and we're back to 4-4.
It's this weird energy that like Samaris and everyone has, right? Where they're just like, we get one goal and we're just gonna start running the storm, but there it is. That's evening this up again. That's not okay.
One more score, and we're back to 4-4.
It's this weird energy that like Samaris and everyone has, right? Where they're just like, we get one goal and we're just gonna start running the storm, but there it is. That's evening this up again.